the action sports show that's gonna make you sweat. And now, today's fearless players, wearing the blazing blue from Southwest Middle School, Nervy Nikki Heitzner! In the rock and red from St. Andrews Middle School, Tony the Tiger Ferrari! And in the powerful purple from Edgewater High School, Robert the Bull Mantoro! Hello, I'm Mike O'Malley. Welcome to the Extreme Arena, home of Nickelodeon Guts, the action sports show where kids live out their greatest sports fantasies. Today, our players will be battling their way through 4 outrageous events, and then after that, they'll get a chance to tackle our radical rock, the Aggro Crag, where almost anything can happen. The player with the most points at the end of all of our events is the winner, and after that, he or she will be able to take home a glowing piece of our radical rock. Now remember, all of our events are specifically designed with our players' safety in mind. We will have a stunt coordinator and our stunt crew with our players at all times, and they will be wearing safety equipment. So, don't be trying this stuff at home. Okay, now on to our first event, which takes archery to new heights. How else can you hit a target 11 feet high in the air? Only with some help from an elastic cord. We call it bullseye because the more you do it, the more you'll win. Let's go to our referee, Maura Quirk, for the rules. Mo, talk to me.
Okay, well, Mike, at the sound of my whistle, all 3 players will grab a crossbow and jump off the aerial bridge. The object of the game is to score as many bullseyes as possible in 60 seconds. Okay, our kids are getting all harnessed up now, so Mike?
Looks like our players are climbing up the aerial bridge right now. That is 7 feet 6 inches high, that platform. They'll be grabbing onto their crossbows and jumping away, and you will soon see them flying. It looks like they're safe and ready to go, so let's get the crossbows in their hand, and we'll take it for the mark from Maura. Maura, take it away.
Okay, kids, on your ready. Are you ready? On your marks, get set.
And they're off, bouncing off the target into it. Now, the object of the game here, ladies and gentlemen, is to get the rhythm down. It all comes down to rhythm and momentum. All comes down to rhythm and momentum, and as you can see in the middle target right there, we have our radical red player already with the point. It is not easy for these arrows to stick to the targets. They have Velcro on the end of them, and you can hit the target, but it's got to be just with the proper touch to make sure that we're having some trouble getting back up there. The bull having some trouble. Again, it is all the momentum. If you get stuck, it is very hard to get back up there. You must climb and get your body situated so you can jump with the proper force. We've got a tie score right now between our 2 players, and actually, our radical red player takes it right there. That's Tony the Tiger Ferrari, who now has 2 points. We got 8 seconds left. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is it. And a very good game, a very close game at first. Looks like we got the score. Looks like Tony the Tiger Ferrari got 3 targets on there, but we're going to go to get the official results from our referee, Maura Quirk. Maura, talk to me.
Okay, in that event, our winner was Tony in red with 3 target bullseyes. We have Robert in purple with 1 bullseye, and Nikki in blue with no bullseyes. Mike?
Let's check out the replay on that. Tony the Tiger Ferrari revving up his engines for those arrows. Let's take a look at him hitting his, I believe, his 3rd arrow onto the target. Tony with a nice aerial jump, 2 feet on the ground, and good aim, and bang, right in there in the middle of the target. Looking great. We've got the man right here. Tony, how did it feel right there to be flying in the air? How did it feel?
Felt just like being like Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan, you heard it from the man himself. All right, now let's go to Maura Quirk, our referee, so we can check out the leaderboard. Maura, talk to me.
Okay, well, first place in our events is worth 300 points. That goes to Tony in red. Second place is worth 200 points, goes to Robert in purple. And third place, 100 points, goes to Nikki in blue.
All right. Sounded good. That's the end of our first event. And now it's going to be a chance for Nervy Nikki to spill her guts. So, Nikki, spill your guts. Nervy Nikki Heitzner is 11 years old. She's a very accomplished swimmer who's had the chance to snorkel off the coast of Mexico. She dives at the opportunity to experience new things, even when her head is above water. And that's Nikki, yeah. Everybody's heard about weightlessness, but how many of you have actually raced in it? Well, our next event straps some kid-powered trampolines to our players' feet as they bounce around our track in a moon shoes race. Let's go to Mo for the rules. Mo, talk to me.
At the sound of my whistle, all 3 players will bounce around our 300-foot track. Players must stay in the assigned lines and must not cross over the track's surface. The first player to cross the finish line wins. Okay, so players, take your mark, get set.
All right, and ground control to the Extreme Arena. We do have ignition in this moon shoes race, and it is a close competition as we round the first turn. Robert the Bull. Oh, who just fell? Was that Nikki? Remember, Nikki just taking a digger right there on the floor there, but she's getting back up and she's safe and she's back into re-race. Looks like Robert the Bull Toro, the Bull Man, the Colt Man, Toro. No red flags for him. Oh, and Tony, the Tiger Ferrari, rolling across the floor. Nervy Nikki making it across in third place. A fantastic race. Let's go to Mora for the official results. There he is. There is the winner, Robert the Bull Toro. Mara, talk to me. What's the result?
Okay, in first place, it's Robert in purple. In second place, it's Tony in red. And taking third place is Nikki in blue.
Fantastic race by Robert the Bullman Toro. Let's go and look at a replay right now. Robert coming down the final stretch, taking it with the hoppity hip-hop like Peter Cottontail, crossing first, and then the other 2 players crossing right after him and taking a fall. Awesome. Bullman, you did a good job. How did it feel to be on those trampolines?
I thought I was in the air most of the race. I didn't feel the ground most of the time.
He didn't feel the ground. He was flying. He was hopping. It was a moon shoes race. Now tell me, was it difficult when you were going around to keep your balance on the moon shoes?
Yeah, I almost fell around the third turn, but I finally made it.
You finally made it. He's out of breath. He did great. Let's go to the leaderboard. Mara, talk to me.
Mike, we have a tie in first place. We have both Tony in red and Robert in purple with 500 points. In third place is Nikki in blue with 200 points.
All right. You saw the race. We're coming up for more, so you stick around. This audience is going nuts. You got the guts. We're coming back after the break. Stick around. Okay, welcome back to Guts, the action sports show that asked, do you have it? Yes! All right, before we get on to our next event, we're going to have Tony the Tiger spill his guts. Tony, spill your guts. Tony the Tiger Ferrari is 12 years old. This gifted athlete always mauls the competition, winning trophies in baseball, basketball, and soccer. Recently, he was seen prowling around the neighborhood during a TP raid. That madman. Mischievous Tony the Tiger. All right, our next event takes place in our gym. It's called Basic Training. Our players will be going through several obstacles, the first being the cargo net. And then after that, on to the tightrope walk, down the slide for life, through the elastic jungle, up the wall climb, and then finally down on the free fall. The rules are pretty simple. Let's talk to Mara. Mara?
Mike, our players will be timed from starting line to free fall. They must complete each obstacle before moving on to the next one. Best time wins. So, on your mark, get set.
Nervy Nikki first, up the cargo net. She's getting a little tripped up in those first runs. Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is an instinctual type of thing that these players got. They don't have a set like this in their backyard, so they've got to go with their initial reaction on what they think they should do. Leg over leg, arm over arm. She's doing quite fine on the tightrope walk. Now here's the slide for life. It is 20 feet long, and there she is in the fall. Boom! She's backing up, and here now to the elastic jungle. This is a jungle. She's on her legs like the best of them, crawling on the stomach. Now up the wall climb. She's doing good, and she's making up time right here. Now the final part, the free fall. Here's her dump. Bang! All right. Excellent. Now let's go to Maura Quirk and find out what the time is. Maura, what's the official time on that one?
Nikki in blue clocks in at 46 seconds.
46 seconds. Nervy Nikki doing great. Now to our next player, Tony the Tiger. Take it away, Mo.
On your mark, get set.
And Tony, you heard what we said in his profile. He usually mauls the competition. Let's see how he does here. Having a little bit of trouble getting up there. Well, not at all. Now onto the tightrope walk. Very stern intensity. Going across with definite strength. Now the 20-foot slide for life. 12 feet it starts up in the air. Finishes off at 8 into the drop into the pad. Tony also on the stomach, taking control like a night crawler on a sneak attack mission. Here we go. Tony up for the wall. He's got 38 seconds. This one's got to be close, folks. He's at 41 now in the fall. Bang! There he finishes on the free fall. It's going to be close. Let's check it out with Mo. Mo, what's the official time?
Tony in red finishes in 43.2 seconds.
Okay, so it is close between 1 and 2. We're going to go to the Robert the Bull Toro. Let's take it away, Mo.
On your mark, get set.
All right, the Bull man. He's got to beat a time of 43 seconds. He's got to get it in under 43 points. Bang! This guy is flying. He's making serious time. Get the Guinness Book on the phone, people. I think they should be called. This could be a world record. Up the wall climb. Bang! In serious time. He's taking it away. The Bullman. All right, let's get the official time from our lady, Mo.
Robert in purple finishes in 28.1 seconds.
All right. An incredible show of intensity and some serious action here. Let's go to the replay and see Robert. There's the free fall. Bang! Doing great. Like the best of a stuntman. Robert, you had no trouble at all. What was your favorite part of that whole obstacle course?
I don't know what that's called, but
The 20-foot slide for life. He's pointing right up there. You did a great job. Let's go to the leaderboard right now and talk to Mo. Mo.
In first place, we have Robert in purple with 800 points. In second, Tony in red with 700 points. And in third, Nikki in blue with 300 points.
Yeah, the bull taking the lead. I'm bullish about his future. Now it's time to spill his guts. Bullman, spill your guts. Robert the Bull Toro is 13 years old. He's always horsing around. He's been an avid equestrian since the age of 3. He's also a trophy-winning basketball player. Yeah, that's right. You take an X-ray, this guy's inside. You got guts galore. All right, ladies and gentlemen. The Extreme Arena is heating up for our next round, and that event is the free kick. We're going to have over 100 soccer balls being shot off from 6 different cannons at all of our players. Let's go to Mo for the rules. Mo!
In this event, each player will have 30 seconds to defend their goal against 2 cannons shooting soccer balls at them. The player to block the most balls wins. So players, get in your places, and on your mark, get set.
Bang! And the whistle is off, and we already got our players knocking balls down left and right. The Bullman moving with the most movement. We got Tony the Tiger right there. He's trying to get back. He's catching them. He's throwing them down. Nikki in the middle using both hands again. You can use your legs. You can use your hands. You can use your head, your elbows, whatever it may be. This game takes a lot of agility. You got to be on the balls of your feet and make sure, bing and bang, you're out of that box quick enough to knock the balls down. Okay, that's the game right here. A lot of balls to catch up. Now, what we do is we do have a judge for each particular player that is watching, and is for just that player. Looks like Mo's got the results. Mo, what's up?
First place goes to Robert in purple with 20 blocks. Second place goes to Nikki in blue with 15 blocks. And in third place with 14 blocks is Tony in red.
All right. Okay. So Nervy Nikki sliding right in there. Let's look at the replay. Robert, right under there. One got by but smacked it right back. He got his hands. Tony, the Tiger getting his hands right up there. And then, of course, you had Nikki, Nervy Nikki sliding in there with second place. We've got Robert right here. Let's ask him a few questions about what he thought about the game. Robert, Now, what's your evaluation of this game? Free kick, you came out in first again.
Oh no, I guess.
You guess you're happy because you won?
Yeah.
That's the man. Okay, now let's go take a look at the leaderboard and see where we stand after all these events. Mo.
These are our standings. Robert in purple is first with 1,100 points. In second, Tony in red with 800 points. And coming in third is Nikki in blue with 500 points.
All right, you may have got a kick out of the last game, but nothing is going to beat this aggro crag. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. A living. Oh, you hear that? It's coming alive. It's getting ready to eat up our players. You stick around. There's more coming up. Oh yeah, we are back right here in the Extreme Arena, which is definitely hot for the aggro crag. Right behind me, you can see it heating up right now. It is getting ready for our players, and anything can happen in this final event. The lead still in Robert's hands, but it could change hands. Tony could definitely get it back this round. Let's go to the leaderboard right now and talk to Maura. Maura?
After 4 events, we have Robert in purple in the lead with 1,100 points. Coming in second is Tony in red with 800 points. And in third, Nikki in blue with 500 points.
All right. Let's take a look at how they got there. We start off with Tony the Tiger, like Cupid with his poison arrows, hitting that target. There was the bullseye event, and he took home first place in that. And then we go to the Bullman, Bull Cottontail, hopping down the Guts Bunny Trail. He was hopping down this one, and he's going to take first place. You'll see Nervy Nicky to the right, taking a digger right here. And then Tony crossing in second place, ready to plant his face down big time. He took second. You take a look at Robert. He's telling America, yeah, the Bulls #1. Yeah, I won this one. We then go on to the Bulls obstacle course. He had some trouble early with the cargo net. When he got up there on that platform and walked the tightrope walk, you'll see right here, he walked it like a circus performer. He's walking this thing with the confidence of Bo Jackson. And then he got up here on the 20-foot slide for life. Boom! Onto the cushion and right up into the elastic jungle, looking like Tarzan through that thing. He could have had a buck knife in his mouth cutting his way through. He's down. He's sneaking attack. Boom. Bang. He's up there. Then climbing the wall, scaling the wall like the best of a mountain climber, getting a little bit prepared for the aggro crag. And then, hello, here's the free fall. Boom. There he goes. All righty. Then, of course, we had the free kick. Now, Nikki took second place. She beat out Tony the Tiger by 1 hit, and that could have been the 1 hit right there. There it goes. She did well. All right. We are now heating up. We're very hot right now for this aggro crag. Now, anything can happen on this mountain as they climb up the mountain. They can run into slime floods, rock avalanches, snowstorms. They must hit a bunch of different actuators on the way up. And for actually the rules on this, let's go specifically to our referee, Maura. Maura.
Players will start at the sound of my whistle. Each player has an identical side of the mountain to climb and may not cross into another player's path. Now, during their climb, our players must activate each of 6 targets located on their side of the crag. The first player to set off all the targets, including the final one at the peak of the mountain, will receive first place points. Mike.
Okay, now I just want to remind everybody that the points have skyrocketed in this round as they're getting their game faces on. The reminder being 725 points for first place, 550 points for second place, and 325 points for third. So if Tony can make it up there before Robert, he'll take it. Okay, let's go to Maura.
Players, on your mark, get set.
Okay, and they are up the mountain with a ferocious intensity. Already. They gotta hit all the actuators. They miss an actuator, they'll get disqualified. That's Tony. He's running into some trouble with the rocks. But he's getting back up there. He's got his momentum. It looks very close, ladies and gentlemen, between Tony and Robert. Is it gonna be the bull or the tiger? It's gonna be close, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the tiger slipped, and Robert the bull hits it left. It's gonna be going for second place points now. We still have Nikki and Tony the Tiger having some trouble getting up there. Oh, the Tiger has to go back down. Are they saying she missed an actuator? It looks like it. Tony still struggling to get up there. He's having some trouble with those footholds, but he gets in there and gets the second place points. There he hits the actuator. Nikki, Nervy Nikki, getting back up onto the board. Yeah, there she is. She's there. She's hit all of her actuators. She just needs to get up there on the final climb. Right here, she's got her hands in there. It is not an easy mountain to climb, ladies and gentlemen. And you've got to remember that they've got to go this in their first time. They do not get a practice round at the aggro crag. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our three players up at the top of our aggro crag. And while we're tallying up our final results, let's go take a look at the replay right now. Start off with a nice shot of Robert the Bull at the top of our mountain. Tony having a little bit of trouble getting his hands right in there. And he definitely took second place. Now Nikki had to go back and hit those actuators. That slowed her down. And I think it'll give her third place points. And at first I was incorrect on the third place points. Third place points are 375, not 325. And there is the Tiger banging home second place on that one. Okay, so let's now go to Maura for our final results. Maura?
Well, it seems that the crag has decided it again. Coming in third place today is Nikki in blue. In second is Tony in red. And today's winner is Robert in purple. Congratulations to all of you. Can I take your place?
And now for the award ceremony. Let's give our bronze medal away to Nikki, Nervy Nikki. Here is the bronze medal. Nice job, Nikki. And then, of course, the silver to our man Tony the Tiger with $13.50 the total. And now to the Bull man himself, Robert the Bull, taking home the Gold Guts medal today and a glowing piece of our aggro crag. We're going to sandblast your name into the middle of that, Robert. Hold it up and show America that. Let's hear it for our players, ladies and gentlemen. Woo!
All Guts players compete in Reebok athletic shoes. Life is short. Play hard.
No ifs, ands, or buts. These kids definitely have guts. They took that mountain and had no problem with it at all. They kicked the balls around. They started on that obstacle course. They showed the intensity. I tell you, you wanted to say enough is enough? No, they just quit screaming out, I've got more guts. Look at the smiling faces on these guys. Definitely some serious athletic action, some serious competition. I got one thing to say to everybody out here. Do you have it? Woo! Do you have it? Do you
Was recorded in front of a live audience in Nickelodeon Studios at Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida.